It's Week 8 of the NFL. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Bears, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. Well, CD, you look at the Bears in this one, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league, all through your preparation, you know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in their favor, they can run the football, one of the top 5 teams in the league in that category. So I expect this one to be a tight, hard-hitting affair, and both teams playing to their strengths.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. This one swung out to Montgomery. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 75 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Fields throw there, halted by Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Running left, Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On play action, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. After 1, 7-0. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Fields now to throw. And this one too low.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Holding, defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, able to avoid it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin with a battle in the Keystone State. Pittsburgh heading east to take on Philadelphia. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Allen Robinson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They shy.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After
So
review of
that
the play,
challenge not
ruling on the
successful
field
there, and that's
stand.
going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Fields on 1st down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll run forward Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Marr now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it again with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he stopped immediately there.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here's Barkley. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And his pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Fields.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Throwing again is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense there? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.